Are you ready to experience a profound shift in your life over the next 3 weeks? Picture this moment as your personal turning point, where you decide that your dreams, your aspirations, and everything you've been longing for are no longer out of reach. Instead, they're right here within your grasp, just waiting for you to claim them. In the next few minutes, I invite you to embark on a 21-day manifestation challenge, inspired by the timeless teachings of Neville Goddard and powered by the law of attraction, to create real, meaningful change in your life. If you stay with me until the end, you'll discover a special bonus tip that will magnify your results even further. So let's begin by taking a gentle breath, shaking off the doubts, and stepping into a new reality where your goals are not only possible but inevitable. One of the reasons I'm so passionate about this 21-day challenge is that it's designed to help you build a new mindset, one that aligns with the powerful principle Neville Goddard often emphasized: assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. In other words, when you learn how to tune into the state of already having what you desire, your external world begins to transform to match that inner state. Think of your mind like a broadcasting station, sending out signals based on your predominant thoughts and feelings. Whatever frequency you're tuned to, whether it's abundance, love, confidence, or joy, will determine the experiences that show up in your life. Over the next 21 days, we will be tuning that frequency so precisely that by the time you finish, you'll have a noticeable shift in how you perceive the world, and more importantly, in how the world responds to you. Before we dive into the daily tasks, let me share a quick story about my own experiences with Neville Goddard's teachings to give you a taste of what's possible. Several years ago, I felt stuck in almost every area of my life: career, finances, and even my health. I would lie awake at night, reading Neville's words: "You are already that which you want to be," and your refusal to believe this is the only reason you do not see it. I remember thinking, how can I be wealthy if my bank account is nearly empty? But something about these teachings stirred a new kind of faith in me. I started a simple daily practice, nothing elaborate, just a few minutes of visualization and an unwavering attempt to feel the end result is real. I would imagine myself receiving unexpected payments, living in a home that felt comfortable and inspiring, and most importantly, waking up every morning with a sense of peace and excitement. It didn't happen overnight, but slowly, bit by bit, opportunities began presenting themselves. Someone unexpectedly paid back a debt they had owed me for years. My boss offered me an entirely new position that aligned more with my passions. I even found a wonderful place to live with rent that was incredibly affordable, in a neighborhood I'd always admired. That's the magic of consistent inner alignment, and it's what I want for you over these 21 days. To make this challenge easy to follow, I'll outline a simple daily focus for each of the 21 days, so you'll know exactly what to do. However, don't feel pressured to do things perfectly. This is about growth and exploration, not perfection. Most of these practices require only a few minutes of your day, but if you can devote more time, you'll likely see deeper results. A wonderful way to keep track is by using a journal or even just a simple notebook. Write down each day's task, any insights that arise, and how you feel both before and after doing it. This not only helps you stay organized, but it also creates a powerful record of your transformation, which is amazing to look back on. So, let's set the tone. Day 1 is all about intention setting. There's something incredibly powerful about declaring clearly, for the next 21 days, I commit to manifesting a significant shift in my life. Write down 1 or 2 major things you'd love to see happen. Maybe you want to attract more money, a better relationship, or a sense of inner peace you've never felt before. Whatever it is, try to be clear and specific, but without fixating on the how. Neville Goddard's teachings remind us that the how is not our job. Our job is to assume the state of already having what we desire. So take a few minutes, write it down, and then read it back to yourself in a mirror if possible. Really let yourself feel the excitement as if it's already true. By doing so, you've planted a seed in the fertile ground of your mind. As we move on to day 2, we focus on gratitude. Neville often taught that the feeling of gratitude for a wish fulfilled is a direct way of experiencing its reality before it physically appears. Today, take a moment in the morning or before bed to write down or speak out loud 5 things you're grateful for. But here's the twist: include at least one thing you desire as if you already have it. For instance, if you want improved health, you might say, "I'm so grateful for my vibrant, healthy body that feels full of energy." By blending your current blessings with your future blessings, you're training your mind to experience everything as though it's already part of your life. Day 3 is all about visualization. Try this simple exercise: find a quiet space, close your eyes, and bring up a vivid image of having already received what you asked for on day 1. Really see it, hear it, touch it, taste it, and smell it if you can. The more senses you involve, the more real it becomes. Neville would say, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and persist in that assumption. Even if your logical mind says, "But it's not here yet," gently remind yourself that everything first exists in imagination before it shows up in the 3D world. If your mind wanders, that's okay. Bring it back to the feeling of joy, gratitude, or relief you would have once your desire is realized. On day 4, I suggest focusing on letting go of doubt. This is crucial because doubts and worries often sabotage our efforts before we even start. Pick one limiting belief that's nagging you. Maybe it's the fear that you're not worthy of success, or that money only comes through hard struggle. Write it down, and then on a separate piece of paper, write a statement that contradicts it. For example, if you believe you're not worthy, write something like, "I am absolutely worthy of everything good in life, and life delights in meeting my needs." Read that new statement out loud, feeling the truth of it. This is like mental gardening. You're pulling out a weed and planting a healthy new seed that will support your dreams. Day 5 is about mini manifestations. Often people get stuck thinking manifestation only applies to big, life-changing things. But it's powerful to build faith with smaller wins. Today, set the intention to manifest something small but noticeable. It could be seeing a white feather, receiving a compliment, or finding a specific number on a license plate. The point is to experience the fun and mystery of manifestation in a bite-sized way. When you see it happen, celebrate that little ping from the universe, because it's proof that your energy and focus truly shape your experience. Coming into day 6, we shift our attention to an assumption exercise directly inspired by Neville Goddard. Choose a scene that would naturally occur after your desire is fulfilled. For instance, if your goal is to land a dream job, imagine receiving a phone call from a friend congratulating you on that new position. Enter that scene in your imagination nightly before bed. Hear your friend's excited voice, feel your own excitement. Do this for just a few minutes with sincerity. This is one of Neville's core practices, impressing the subconscious mind with a vivid scene that feels like your current reality. Day 7 is a time for reflection and rest. You've spent almost a week diligently focusing on your goal. Today, just review your journal entries or mentally revisit what you've done so far. Notice any subtle changes. Do you feel calmer, more confident, or slightly more optimistic? Have you noticed any synchronicities, like bumping into someone who offers exactly what you need? Let these small signs boost your faith. Rest does not mean giving up. It means giving your subconscious mind room to breathe and integrate all the seeds you've planted. Moving into day 8, we bring in the power of affirmations. Write 3 affirmations that directly support your main goal. If you're manifesting abundance, something like, "Abundance flows to me from unexpected sources, and I welcome it with gratitude." Then set a reminder on your phone or place sticky notes around your home so you see or hear these affirmations throughout the day. Each time you repeat the affirmation, try to feel it as true. Feeling is the secret, as Neville famously said. If your mind tries to reject the affirmation, don't argue with it. Just gently repeat your affirmation and move on. Day 9. Let's address the concept of resistance head-on. Sometimes, even though we're visualizing and affirming, we feel an inner tension that says, "Can this really happen for me?" Today, spend a few minutes journaling about any resistance that comes up. Ask yourself, if my manifestation was to show up right now, is there anything that would scare me about it? Often we have hidden fears about getting exactly what we want. Fears like losing privacy, fear of failure, or even fear of success. By shining a light on these fears, you reduce their power. After you write them down, you can tear or burn that paper safely, symbolically releasing them to the universe. Day 10 is a visualization day again, but we're adding a twist called the "I remember when" technique that Neville introduced. Suppose you're manifesting a new car. In your mind, say something like, I remember when I used to drive my old car. Now I'm grateful to have this new comfortable car that gets me everywhere I need to go. By phrasing it in the past tense, you're letting your mind adopt the viewpoint that your old situation is gone and your new situation is here. This can create a powerful shift in how your subconscious accepts your new reality. As we enter day 11, let's focus on generating a heartfelt sense of joy and gratitude for no specific reason. This might sound simple, but it's incredibly transformative. Spend at least 5 to 10 minutes doing something that makes you feel uplifted, listening to your favorite music, dancing, walking in nature, or anything else that naturally raises your vibe. While you're immersed in that joy, take a moment to think about your desire. In that elevated emotional state, your subconscious becomes more impressionable. You're training yourself to associate your goal with positive, high-frequency feelings, which helps draw it into your experience more quickly. On day 12, I encourage you to practice revision, another powerful Neville Goddard technique. Think back to any recent event that didn't go the way you wanted. Perhaps you had an argument with a friend or a disappointing day at work. In your imagination, rewrite the scene as you would have preferred it to go. Visualize the outcome you wanted, feel the relief or even the triumph of things going right. The point is not to deny reality, but to train your mind to see that circumstances are malleable. By practicing revision, you're telling your subconscious that it can rewrite any story, and that the final says in how you experience life belongs to you. Moving into day 13, bring your awareness to the present moment. So often, people get lost in the future or the past. But manifestation happens in the now when you embody the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Today, practice mindfulness. You can do this by paying close attention to routine tasks like washing dishes or taking a shower. Notice every sensation, the warmth of the water, the scent of the soap, the texture of the sponge. Then, gently shift your focus to your desire and ask yourself, if my desire was fulfilled right now, how would I feel? Let that feeling swirl around your heart and mind just for a minute or two, then return to your task. This is a subtle but profound way to anchor the state of fulfillment into your daily life. Day 14 is about connecting with a success story, whether it's your own or someone else's. Sometimes we need a little external inspiration to fuel our faith. Today, seek out a testimonial or a story of someone who manifested something similar to what you want. Read or listen carefully to how they overcame doubt and stayed committed to the feeling of having it. Let their victory remind you that you're part of a larger community of people who have proven the law of attraction works. If possible, share your own progress with someone or in the comments of this video. Whatever small victories you've had, celebrate them and you'll find that momentum builds quickly. Day 15 is what I call the confidence booster. Choose one action that aligns with the life you're manifesting. For example, if you're manifesting a thriving business, maybe send out a proposal, or if you want better health, schedule that workout or choose a healthier meal. Taking real-world action that reflects your new belief is like announcing to the universe, I'm serious about this change. Neville taught that imagination creates reality, but physical action taken in faith can sometimes accelerate the process by reinforcing your new state of mind. On day 16, revisit your affirmations and see if they need any adjustments. Sometimes after 2 weeks of this practice, you'll realize your desires are evolving, or you might want more clarity in how you phrase your affirmations. Go ahead and fine-tune them. Maybe you'll make them simpler, or maybe you'll add more emotional punch. For instance, if your original affirmation was I attract money effortlessly, you could refine it to something like I love watching money flow into my life from multiple sources easily and consistently. Then say it out loud with conviction and notice how your energy shifts. As we approach day 17, let's do a deeper dive into the living in the end principle. For at least 10 minutes, do something that makes you behave as if your desire is already here. If you're manifesting a loving relationship, buy a small gift that you'd imagine giving to your partner, or write a short loving note as if you're already in that happy union. If it's wealth you're after, maybe treat yourself to a tiny luxury you typically reserve for special occasions. It doesn't have to break the bank. It could be buying a single rose or a small item that elevates your sense of abundance. The point is to experience in a tangible way the state of having rather than wanting. Day 18 is about releasing attachment. While it might sound contradictory, one of the key steps in manifestation is being able to let go of the frantic need for your desire to appear. Neville's teachings never advocate desperate clinging, but rather a confident knowing. Today, practice a simple releasing exercise. Write down your main desire on a piece of paper. Then, read it one last time and say something like, "I trust that the universe and my subconscious mind are already bringing this into form. I don't have to worry anymore." Fold that paper and set it aside in a safe place. This symbolic act can help you develop the calm, trusting demeanor of someone who knows the outcome is already assured. Day 19 is a perfect time to look for signs of progress. Even if your big manifestation isn't fully visible yet, look for small indications that things are moving. Perhaps you've noticed more job listings that match your skills, or a friend connected you with someone who shares your interests, or you randomly stumbled upon a resource that could help you move forward. Collect these little signals of alignment in your journal. This is not about living for the signs, it's about acknowledging that seeds beneath the soil often sprout in incremental ways before they burst through the surface. Recognizing these growth points keeps you in a state of gratitude and expectation. On day 20, we revisit visualization one more time, but with an intense focus on emotion. Close your eyes, go to that scene you originally imagined, and now allow yourself to feel the deepest joy possible. See if you can amplify it by imagining something additional that enhances the moment, perhaps friends celebrating you, or a spontaneous message from someone congratulating you. Let your heart race with excitement. Remember that your subconscious is very responsive to strong, positive feelings. When you come out of this visualization, let yourself remain in that elevated state for a few minutes. Walk around your room or home with the posture and energy of someone whose dreams have already come true. Finally, we arrive at day 21. Congratulations on making it this far. Today, simply celebrate. Do a brief review of all you've learned, all you felt, and all the small or big shifts you've noticed. Celebrate not just externally, though a small external celebration is nice, but celebrate internally by deeply acknowledging that you are not the same person you were 21 days ago. Your mindset has changed, and that's the foundation of every breakthrough in life. If your desire has already appeared, rejoice and continue practicing these techniques to manifest other goals. If it hasn't appeared yet, trust that you've laid a solid inner foundation, and that the manifestation is on its way in perfect timing. Now that you've walked through all 21 days with me, I want to share a bonus tip that has truly turbocharged my manifestations, nighttime gratitude rampages. Before you drift off to sleep, take a minute or two to mentally list everything that went well that day, including anything that even slightly hints at progress toward your goal. Then, thank your subconscious mind and the universe for making it happen. This not only lifts your mood, but it also puts you in a receiving state of gratitude right before your subconscious becomes most active, which is during sleep. Neville Goddard emphasized the importance of the moments before you doze off, calling it the state akin to sleep. In that drowsy, relaxed state, your subconscious is highly impressionable. By filling your mind with gratitude, you drift into slumber with the vibration of having received your blessings already. As we wrap up, I want you to know that this 21-day manifestation challenge is not just a series of tasks. It's an invitation to step into the best version of yourself. The version that believes, that trusts, that knows how powerful you truly are. Whether you use daily visualization, affirmation, assumption, or simple gratitude practices, you've signaled to the universe that you're ready to live in alignment with your deepest desires. And that's something worth celebrating. Remember that consistency is key. If you ever notice yourself drifting back into old patterns, don't judge yourself, simply pick up where you left off. Your power to create your life is always active, whether you choose to consciously direct it or not. If you found value in this process, I'd love to hear about your experiences. Feel free to share any breakthroughs, questions, or even your struggles in the comments. By sharing, you not only affirm your new reality, but you also inspire others who might need just a little nudge to stay focused on their own journey. Also, if this resonates with you, go ahead and like this video or subscribe to the channel. That simple action lets me know that this content is making a difference, and it helps more people discover these powerful teachings. So, now that you've reached the end of this video, take a moment to acknowledge yourself. You've done something incredible by choosing to invest in your own growth and by applying these timeless principles in a practical, step-by-step way. The journey doesn't end at day 21, It simply evolves into a new chapter. Keep using these tools, keep refining your approach, and keep assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. It's not about obsessively checking if something's working, it's about knowing, deep in your core, that the seed you planted will bloom at just the right time. If you ever need a refresher, just remember Neville Goddard's words. All you can possibly need or desire is already yours. Call your desires into being by imagining and feeling your wish fulfilled. With that in mind, step forward confidently into your new world. I'm excited for you, and I can't wait to see what unfolds in your life. Now go out there, live boldly, and watch your manifestations become your reality. Thank you for joining me on this 21-day manifestation challenge. You are worthy, you are capable, and this is just the beginning of everything you've ever dreamed of. Hey, I've got something exciting to share with you. Are you ready to boost your confidence, attract positivity, and feel more at peace? My new ebook, Powerful and Positive Affirmations to Change Your Life in 30 Days, is the ultimate guide to creating lasting change. With daily affirmations, guided meditations, and visualization techniques, this 30-day challenge will help you feel more motivated, confident, and purposeful. And the best part, it's only $4.99. Start your transformation today. Grab your copy and watch your life change.